HBO is apologizing to President George W. Bush for putting his head on a spike. Actually, it was a likeness of his head. It was used in a scene during the first season of Game of Thrones. The scene shows a row of spikes outside of a castle with several heads impaled on them. The inclusion of the head was not a secret. It actually is talked about in commentary on the DVD, but it became an issue when someone posted the story on Reddit, and it quickly spread this week. Some are really upset about the whole thing and have actually called for a boycott of the show. The Game of Thrones showrunners say no political meaning should be read into the inclusion. They rent prosthetic arms and legs in bulk for the bloody show, and the President Bush-looking head came in one of the shipments. So, is this a genuine controversy? Was it wrong, like some have suggested, to have used the president's fake head?
Well, Mike Broomhead from KFYI is our guest today. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was the wrong thing to do. I think that any former president, regardless of your political ideology, you shouldn't do that. But is it a controversy? Should we boycott the show? You got to have a life. It's not that big of a deal.
Did you see the picture? I didn't even.
I saw the picture. It didn't register to me.
With the hair, I didn't think it looked like him at all.
But it was the fact that they knew that it was, and then the excuse is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was just one of the heads we rented.
It wasn't a political thing.
Yeah,
no.
That's exactly what I think the problem here is. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at the show, it's a gory show.
Right.
I mean, it's a really tough show to watch. But if you know it's in there, don't use it.
And the reason why they publicly apologized is because it's great publicity. I mean, people that may have never seen this before now will tune in just to see if it was a big deal or not.
I have a bigger issue. Should shows like this even be on? I mean, you've seen clips of it. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's hugely popular.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that's why you have a channel, a dial, or a clicker, you know.
Yeah.
You have a remote, change the channel.
It's paid TV, too, so you
Right.
know, they want to see this. They want that type of show there.
See, I just don't think, it's like bad music, bad movies. If people don't want them, people won't go see them. That's what the freedom of speech is all about.
Yeah, free
whether
country.
I agree or
watch
not.
It or don't watch it.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and so many of you agree.
Well, Laura Spencer writes, why is this okay? If they used Clinton's or Obama's head, there would be an outburst of disgust. I think things like this are childish and ignorant.
Makarov Guy says this is the kind of thing that shows just how full of it the left-wing chicken wing media is. They attack relentlessly if they can imagine up some kind of incident that shows conservatives to be violent, and then they poo-poo things that, like this, is an oversight.
Well, Christian Eng says those who are boycotting the show should use their time doing something more productive, like watching the grass grow. Do you think the people who are boycotting the show are really the ones who are watching it to begin with?
Absolutely
exactly.
not.
So they're not really boycotting.
But to the other point of this, though, remember Don Rickles, the comedian, cracked a very crass joke about the president in a video for Shirley MacLaine the other day, and they deleted it from the on-air broadcast, which I think was the right thing to do because you don't want to say vile things about the sitting president. But if you're going to do one for one, you should be doing it for the other. That's all. What
is your take on what the viewer said about the left-wing media? Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I don't know that I do. I think there are a lot of people that inject political ideology. Look, I'm one of them. I make a living, I don't make no bones about my political stance, but I at least want to be fair in saying, if I'm going to say, I'm going to be as respectful for people I disagree with as for people that I agree with.
But you provide commentary.
I do.
You use commentary. You're not saying, I am a journalist and I am giving...
No. I'm not. I'm an
facts.
opinion giver. I'm not a journalist.
Right.
So.